Happy Friday. So we're going to start with a standing warm-up. Just standing towards the back of the mat, feet about hip distance apart. We're just pedaling the feet out here. So just alternating heel raises. Good, now let's bring those feet down flat and then just step out wide so your stance is wider than the hips. Heels in slightly, toes out, abs engaged. Plie right here. We lower and lift. Keep the chest lifted, abs drawn in. Keep these, let's lift the arms right here. Good, 4 more. Awesome, now bring the toes forward, heels back, easy lean side to side. So hands rest at the top of the thighs above the knees. Just nice easy lean side to side. Waking up the hips a little bit. Now take it to center, fold forward, flat back down, round the spine up. Again, fold forward, round up. So knees bent as we lean forward. One more time. Good, all the way up to standing. We're going to set the shoulders back, step in, and bring the heels together, toes apart. Just a few releves right here, just lifting both heels up together. Good, now, arms up, knees up. So just alternating knee lifts right here. Now pull the arms straight down, knees up, arms down. Awesome, now if you want, little twist. So still kind of keeping the chest open, just a little spinal rotation. Just a couple more. Awesome, now light march in place, take a deep breath in and out. See if you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, one more time. All right, let's plant the feet. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Put a bend in the knees. We're going to take a dive forward, bringing the hands down to the mat, and then we're going to walk them forward towards the top of the mat. So coming to a plank position, you might want to lower your knees and come to a kneeling plank. So full high plank or kneeling plank. Find that steady breath. Let's take one more deep breath in and out. Good, now stretch it back. Go ahead and take an inhale, walk the hands in. As you exhale, settle your shoulders over the wrist, hips over knees, neutral spine. And then we're just going to drop the hips slightly, lifting the tailbone slightly, turning the gaze up. As we exhale, we'll round the spine up, drawing the chin slightly towards the chest. And again, inhale. Exhale. One last time, just making sure the spine is nice and warm. And find that neutral spine. Take a stretch back again, walking the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. And then let's take an inhale and just walk the hands over to the right. As we exhale, we'll stretch back towards the left hip. Good, and then let's take that all the way over to the other side. Inhale, exhale, stretch back towards your right hip. And then we'll reach back up towards the center top of the mat. We're going to bring the hips forward. Then we're going to take the hands out a little bit wide and going the fingertips in a little bit. Okay? Starting kneeling push-ups slowly. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling as we press up. Good. Slow, controlled movement, matching breath. Inhale down, exhale up. One more. Now take a stretch back. Now, if you want, we're going to do another set. So if that was good intensity, come right back to that same setup. If you want a little less, bring the hands in closer to the knees. More of a kneeling position. Inhale down, exhale up. Okay? So more intensity here, or you can always lift the knees, work from the toes. Single them out right here. Down, press up. Good, we've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good job, stretch it back. Open the palms, and just take a recovery breath or 2 here. If the wrists need a little stretch, you can rotate them gently a couple of times in both directions. All right, now, we're going to come up to a kneeling position. You'll need a weight, okay? So grab a weight. We're going to have a bent elbow, hug that arm in close to the side, and just kick it straight back. If this bothers your wrist, you can do fists for wrist to keep that wrist more straight and neutral, or you can have your yoga block and lean on that. So you want this extension coming just from the elbow. Lengthening the arms straight back and up. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. Now try to hold your arm extended. Lengthen out and just pulse it up, up. Try to keep your gaze right down towards the fingertips that are on the mat, so the neck's in line with the spine. Abs engaged. 4, 3, 2. Back to that kick back. Bring it in, kick it back. In, extend. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. We're switching arms. Doing great. So, weight over to that other hand. Bend the elbow. Hug the arm in close to the side. Inhale, exhale. Kick it straight back. So that flexion extension coming just from the elbow. We're not letting the arm swing from the shoulder. Good. Think about really engaging through the back of your upper arm as you lengthen the arm with the weight. Straight back and up. Squeeze. Doing great, guys. 4 more. 3, 2. Let's hold this last extension. Pulse it up. So try to keep the tricep engaged. Gaze down and forward. Abs engaged. Looking good. 8 more. All right, finish with those kickbacks. Bring it in, kick it back. Doing great. We'll be feeling these. Just 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Set it down. Reach up, stretch it back. Bring the hands together in a prayer position, so palms together. Take an inhale, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, bring the hands behind the head, and you'll feel that nice little lengthening stretch through the triceps. All right, let's reach up. Hands flat. Take an inhale, shift the hips forward, curl the toes under back there. Press back towards the heels. And you can have a bend in the knees. Let's just walk the hands in towards the feet. So nice strong bend in the knees. Hands come to the top of the thighs. Round the spine up. Give the shoulders a little roll and set them back and down. All right, good job. So, grabbing our weights again. Overhand grip. So we're just going to start with the front raises up to shoulder height. We lift and lower. So you don't even have to come all the way up to shoulder height. We want to make sure that we're not swinging the arms. Soft knees. Now let's slow them down right here. 2 counts on the way up. Melt them down slow. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Couple more. Singles alternating. Good. Try to really lengthen the arm out. Keeping those abs locked in. Coming just about to shoulder height. With control, both arms together. Good. And slow it down, both arms up. Melt them down. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Nice control. One more. All right, we're alternating singles again. Good. Stretch that arm out. All right, both arms lifting to the side, slow. Up, up, and down. So working all around the shoulder. Again, shoulder height, but not above. Looks good. All right, up quick, down slow. Here we go. Lift, melt it down, super slow. Again, up, down, slow, control. Two more. All right, single, slow. Exhale, we lift. And lower. Awesome. Keeping those shoulders down and relaxed too. That's great. Abs engaged. Quick and slow. One more time. Up, down, slow, controlled. Remember, you can always take breaks. Awesome. One more. Good job. Give the shoulders a little roll. All right, let's set the shoulders back and down. Soften the knees. We're going to take a hinge forward here. Bringing the arms straight down. And then just rowing straight back, keeping the arms hugged in close to the sides. Think about engaging shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Working through that upper mid-back. Abs engaged. Keeping the shoulders back and down. It's getting a little bicep here too. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to keep the arms extended long, slow it down. Squeeze back, melt it down. So make sure the knees are bent. If you feel any strain at the low back, stagger your stance. 4 more like that. Back, melt it down. Good. Back, back, and down. 2 more. Abs engaged. All right. Rows, singles, just how we started right here. Four more. Last one, well done. Come on up, roll the shoulders forward a couple of times. Then set the shoulders back and down, open the palms, arm curls. Knees are soft, abs engaged. Full range, curl, extend. Let's alternate. So it's a little bit quick because our weights aren't super heavy. So the weights can cross in the middle of that range of movement, or if you want, full curl, full extension, and then switch sides. Okay? Awesome. Now, lengthen out the arms here. Turn the palms in, hammer curls. In, extend. Check in with the core. If you feel like the body is swinging or rocking around, make sure you're really engaging. And let's alternate. Here we go. Last one. Lengthen the arms out. Give those shoulders a little roll. Now open the palms to the front. Soften the knees, take that hinge forward again, then lift the arms forward slightly. We're going back to our rows, but let's keep the palms open to the front. Abs engaged, shoulders back and down. Curl them in right here. Four more. 3, 2, and roll them up. Here we go. Shoulders back and down. Curl in here to finish, right here. A little bit smaller range movement, which is fine. So we're hinged forward. Abs engaged. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Come on up. Roll the shoulders out. Good work. Set the shoulders back and down. Set your weights down. Let's stretch. Start by taking the hands and just gently pressing out away from the chest. Letting the shoulders kind of round forward. Nice stretch for the upper back. And then let's try to interlace our fingers behind the low back. Set the shoulders back and down, lift the arms slightly, lift the gaze. Stretching the chest here. And let's get those shoulders stretched out. So just take one arm across the chest, and then just use that other hand to gently hug it in. If the shoulder creeps up towards the ear, try to relax it down. And to deepen the stretch, you can turn the thumb down, reach back slightly. All right, other side when you're ready. Good. Thumb up or thumb down. And let's take an inhale. Stretch the arms as long as you can. Sweep them up. Palms together. We're going to drop those hands back. Chin staying lifted. Find an elbow. Gentle press on the elbow to stretch the tricep. And then take a little lean if that feels good away from the arm you're stretching. Open up that oblique. Good. Come on up. And other side. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's drop an ear gently to the shoulder on that side. Relax the other shoulder down. Nice stretch for the neck here. Other side when you're ready. All right, take the arms to the sides, and again, just stretch them as long as you can make them. Thumbs up, thumbs down a couple of times, lengthening out the biceps. All right, good. Palms up. Take an inhale and exhale. All right, good job. Let's head to the bar. Take a bunch of stuff. We've got Pilates ring if you want to use them, but also the loop. So you can always substitute this and this. Blue Pilates ball and block. Step into it. We're going to start with the ring low on the outer calves. And we'll be in a parallel stance. You can face the bar and you'll be about forearm distance from the bar. Keep the hands kind of light. And we're just taking a few relevés here. Just lifting and lowering the heels. Up and down. Good, so we're starting with the handles of the ring kind of low, under the knees, kind of upper ankle or mid-calf area. You can move yours down a bit. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. So it's just a little added resistance to our relevés. Good, one more set. We lift and lower. Hands light, or you can practice some without the bar, so really forcing the core to help out with balance and stability and control. Awesome. Now, bring the feet down. Lean slightly to your left. Okay, so your right foot comes to a hover, but then think about shifting your weight to the instep of your left foot. Okay, so we're not leaning way to the left and putting all of our weight here. We're still trying to keep it centered. Then we press out, out. Hands light. Try to hold our body weight as much as we can through the instep, through our core, instep of the left foot, and through the core as we press to the right. So again, hands light. We're trying to avoid leaning way left. So we want to stabilize from the core as much as possible versus that standing hip. Now 2 presses and hold. We go press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. 4 more. And it's totally fine if your right foot is barely off the floor. Back to those singles. Take breaks if you need to, especially if you're starting. Stop and start. Remember, weight towards the instep of your standing foot and engage through the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Feet flat. releve, lift and lower. Good, 4 more. And feet flat, shifting slightly to the right, just so the left foot is barely off the floor. Then take your weight to the instep of your right foot and core, press, out, out, out. So it still, as much as possible, should look like we're standing upright versus over here. And if that means the left foot brushes the ground the whole time, that's fine. That's right. Out, out, out. Hands light. Now 2 presses and hold. We go out, out, hold. Out, out, hold. Good. Abs engaged. Hold your weight towards the instep of your standing foot. Press, press, hold. Try to relax your grip on the bar. 4 more. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Singles, here we go. Out, out, out. Eight, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, feet flat, and then just take the hips side to side a couple of times. Remember, you can always stop and start on your own for extra stretching. When you're ready, go ahead and center the hips. We're going to bring the handles of the ring up, so they're still around the outer legs, but above the knees this time. Hands light, back to your releves. Lift and lower. Good, 4 more. Now, keep the heels lifted, bend the knees. All right, sink back into the seat, keep the chest lifted, and we've got our core tucks, okay? Tailbone under, engaging the glutes and the abs, just barely releasing to neutral, then going right into that next tuck. Hands light, relax to the bar. Heels nice and high unless you want to modify with the feet flat to the floor, which is fine. If you do that, you might want to turn your stance out a little bit and still think about keeping your weight starting in the balls of the feet back through the heels and your feet are flat. Now hold your tuck, pulse it down, little drop. So to maintain that tucked core position, you keep your glutes squeezed the whole time and abs engaged. If the legs start to shake, see if you can hold on. Just kind of let them shake. It does feel kind of funny because it's pretty involuntary. Mine still do it when I'm really super engaging. Good. Awesome. Abs engaged, glutes engaged. Little pulse down. Keep those glutes squeezed, abs in. Hold on to it. 4, 3, 2. Now press out. Little press out against the resistance of the ring. We're not letting our glutes disengage or our abs. Out, out, out. Take breaks if you need to. 2 presses and hold. We go out, out, hold. Out, out, hold. Glutes squeezed, abs engaged. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Pulse it down. Little drop. Doing great. Check in, make sure you're still engaging both glutes, abs in. Doing awesome. 4, 3, 2, single presses out. We're almost there. Don't let those glutes release and keep the chest lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more singles. Now 2 presses and hold to finish right here. Out, out, hold. Palm stretch. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. 2 more. And last one. Good. Come on down. Good job. Now we'll get a nice stretch. Start by pedaling the feet out gently, just how we started our warm-up. All right, then let's take a step back and just gently press one heel back towards the floor. And if you like, you can press your hands gently into the bar to deepen the stretch. All right, if it feels okay, see if you can reach back for that foot. Bringing the heel towards the glute. Soft standing knee, little tuck here, so you should feel the stretch down the front of the thigh. And then let's take this foot across the standing knee and have a little seat back. Good, come on up when you're ready, other foot back. You can always stop mid-set for these stretches if you need some extra. All right, quad stretch, heel towards the glute, soft standing knee, a little tuck here, stretching, lengthening the front of the thigh. Good, ankle to knee, have a little seat back. Awesome, okay, come on up. If the feet need to be pedaled out a little bit more, feel free to take that extra stretch. Now we're going to take the Pilates ball to the inner thighs. So you can face up here. Kind of high to the inner thighs. And the ball should be a little bit more towards the front of the thighs and then back here. So we're in a parallel stance, toes forward, heels back, but you'll probably be a little more narrow than hip distance apart. Okay? Just a few relevés to start. Just lifting and lowering the heels, up and down. Hand light to the bar, take this time, check in. Chest lifted and open, shoulders back down. 4 more. Good. Keep the heels lifted. We're going to bend the knees and then go right into our tuck. So squeeze the glutes, keep them engaged, keep the abs engaged, press in. Leg adduction here, pressing in against the resistance of the ball while we're maintaining that glute and ab engagement. Good, so in. Inner thigh to inner thigh against the resistance of the ball. The glutes are going to want to disengage, keep them squeezed, abs engaged. 1 more set, little press, in. Looking good. Hold that squeeze, little drop down, pulse. So since we've added this pulse, little change, check in, make sure you haven't released the glutes or the abs. Heels nice and high unless you want to modify. Remember, if you are going to keep flat to the floor, think about keeping your weight from the balls of the feet back through the heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Release to neutral, come out of releve. We're going to shift our stance slightly. Heels in slightly, toes out. Okay, releve from here. So your stance is going to be much closer together. So we still have that ball. We're using the ball high to the inner thighs. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. Heels lifted. Let's see if we can step them together. Tiny, tiny soft bend in the knees. Not going to be far. Back into your tuck. Squeeze the glutes, abs in. Make sure you're stable there. Little press in right here. In. So it's not going to look like much because we're staying super engaged here and here. But you still want to be activating the adductors. In. It might lift you up like a hair. Good. Really, really small, focused, compact. In. 1 more set. If your heels are lifted, see if you can actively press them together. Add that little tiny extra resistance, heel to heel. Keep your tuck, press in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release to neutral. Come on down, and we're going to go into 1 more inner thigh exercise. Just set the ball down, step wide. All right, feet wider than the hips now. Bend the knees. Aim your knees towards the toes and tuck. Tuck, release. Tailbone under, squeeze the glutes. Abs in. Really your tuck though is just coming from the glute and ab contraction, just barely releasing to neutral, then right into that next tuck. So one more set. When we do these, we want to make sure the knees don't start to kind of ride or flap forward. Good, chest is lifted and open, shoulders back and down. Now hold that tuck, pulse it down. So in this wide stance, the glutes do not want to stay glued together. Try to keep them engaged. Try to keep zipping the belly button in, knees tracking towards the toes, little low pulse. So a little more quad too, but still really hitting the inner thighs with these. One more set, let's see if we can go 1 inch lower, a little pulse, pulse. Keep those glutes super squeezed, you can do it. We're breathing steady, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to neutral, come on up, heel toe the feet in. Good job. Turn to the bar, let's pedal the feet out. Good, little stretch here. We can step a foot back again, nice stretch for the plantar fascia that runs down the underside of the foot. It's a good stretch for that, but also stretching out the calves. We can stretch the quad here again. Ankle to knee if that feels good to you, just having a little seat back. All right, then other foot back. Gentle press forward. Remember, you can hold these longer if you'd like. Stretching the quad over here. And ankle to knee. All right, nice job. So let's go ahead and take the block now. You're going to face the bar. You want the block under your right foot. Okay, so we're going to be stacking our forearms like this. Right foot's going to be elevated. And how you're going to be able to tell how far back your block should be is once you stack your forearms on the bar and align your forehead over the forearms, you should be able to stand with the feet about hip distance apart, one foot elevated but with the knees bent. And you shouldn't feel like you're really stretching and leaning towards the bar, forcing the low back to arch, okay? So, knees bent, forehead over the forearms. Then we're going to stretch that left leg back and lengthen it out as much as you can, okay? So go into your tuck by squeezing your glutes, pulling your abs in. Maintain that glute and ab engagement, and we pulse. Just a little pulse up. Keep your standing knee bent. Okay, so you want to really lengthen out your right leg. That's where that soft pointed toe comes from. It's just to lengthen out, because that'll also force us to engage the quad right here in addition to keeping the glutes and abs engaged. Keep your pulse. Good. And we're elevated on the yoga block because when we go into that posterior tuck, it lowers our working leg. So sometimes when we're not on the block, that'll even mean your toes kind of brush the ground the whole time. When we elevate ourselves a little bit with that block, it's nice because it's not as hard as the floor, but it also takes away the distraction. Sometimes when the toes brush the floor. Now, small dime-sized circles with your right leg. Awesome. Right here. There you go. Good. Try to maintain that the whole time. Perfect, perfect, good. Yeah. So, other direction, circle. So the only adjustment I just made was there's a leg kind of high, which happens as we are working the seat here, but if we're up here, we could probably be engaging a lot more when the leg's lower, because we're just keeping everything more compact through the core. Keep these small circles. Make sure you didn't switch directions, about dime-sized circles. That looks awesome. Back to that pulse up. So working against the resistance of our core tucked engaged positions and stretching that left leg as long as we can, keeping the quad turned on for that length. Good. Take breaks if you need to. If you're just starting out, you'll feel it more in the standing leg in the beginning, and that's so normal. Very, very normal. That gets better. Remember, shift your weight towards the core, towards the working side, out of that standing hip to help. Okay? Good. Keep a little bend here, and then shift your weight there. Okay? Oh, I know, I have two. You want to operate on this one? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Step down. Pedal the feet out. Yeah, just take breaks. If you're working with something like that, just stop and start. You'll still get, I mean, we're doing lots of reps here, so if you need to take breaks, that's totally fine. All right, let's get that other side done. All right, so we've got the stacked forearms. Everybody's block position was really, really good. You weren't too close, weren't too far. Forehead aligned over the forearms, and depending on your height, your forehead may touch it or hover above. So both knees are bent. We're stretching that right leg back from neutral. Inhale as you exhale. Engage the core. That's probably going to lower your working leg. Then squeeze and maintain that quad engagement too. We start with that pulse. And I would say right away, think about supporting through the core and getting the weight out of that standing hip. So within the first few repetitions, once you're engaged, really lengthening the working leg, think about shifting your weight towards the instep of that foot you're standing on to kind of hold off the burning that you'll start to feel in your standing leg. But if you stick with bar, you'll definitely notice that is one thing that gets noticeably better. All right, one more set of these pulses. Keeping the hips really level, that's good. Sometimes the standing or working hip will try to kind of drop down or ride up. But you can really just keep checking out whether the hips are staying level. They look good. Now we circle. Small continuous circles. Abs engaged, both glutes engaged, not just the working side. Quad engaged, front of the thigh. Soft pointed toe just to lengthen the leg. Keep these coming. We circle, circle. Steady breathing. Try to relax the shoulders. Other way, guys. Circle back. Looks good. Looks really good. Awesome. Doesn't look like we're doing much. It's a lot to focus on, though. You're doing great work. Keep your circles. Around. Around. 4, 3, 2, pulse up. Here we go. Little pulse. As much as you're pulsing up, lengthen back. Keep both glutes engaged. Palm stretch. We're almost there. Just evening out with that other side. You can do it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Last step. Little pulse. Pulse. Good. Stretch that leg. Glute squeeze abdomen. Very last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right. Pedal the feet out. Let's get a nice stretch. All right. Hands relaxed to the bar. Just take a couple of steps back and an easy fold forward. And then bring the feet about hip distance apart. Just bend one knee at a time. Taking that side to side a couple of times. All right, let's center the hips when you're ready. Bend both knees, hands to the top of the thighs above the knees and round the spine up, shoulders back and down. All right, we're gonna grab the loop for one more exercise at the bar, then we'll head to the mat to finish. So you're going to have the loop around your kind of upper ankle area. You can also do this without the loop. And we're taking a stacked forearm, folded forward position again. Heels in slightly, toes out, but the heels won't be touching, okay? So, bend the knees. We're gonna extend our right leg back on a little diagonal, but then re-square your hips so they're still aimed towards the bar. We're going into our tuck. So what's gonna happen? We're keeping the glutes and abs engaged. Again, the working leg is gonna be really close to the standing leg. Then you're just pulsing back on a little diagonal, okay, without releasing the glutes. And again, we want to keep that working leg lengthened out. So engage the quad, press that heel out as far from the hip as you can get it. So you've got a really long, strong, straight right leg. Both glutes squeezed, abs engaged, that looks good. Hips aimed towards the bar. One more little set, diagonal pulse back. And it's no problem if your right leg is not very far at all from your left. Now check in right now with your standing glute. Are you engaging that side as much as the working side? Don't forget about that standing glute. Belly button drawn in towards the spine. Little diagonal, pulse back. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand it up. Little pedal of the feet if you need it. It's a quick set. All right. So, feet down, heels in slightly, toes out. Restack the forearms, fold forward. Soft into the knees. Extending that left leg back diagonally. Go into your core tuck by engaging the glutes and the abs. Little diagonal pulse back, about 7 o'clock. Now this is another one where we're fighting against that lean way over to the standing side. Try to shift your weight towards the core, away from that standing hip. So it's totally okay if your working leg is still very close to your standing leg. All right, check in with that standing glute. We want to be engaging that side just as much as the working side. 2 more sets, then we stretch and we are done at the bar. Little bend in the standing knee. Let's go, gang. Last round. Here we go. Little pulse. Pulse. Relax those shoulders. Finish strong. Keep it coming. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Good job. Whew. All right. Pedal the feet out. Let's take that folded forward stretch again. Hands light, couple steps back, fold forward. Hips rise and fall side to side, just bending one knee at a time. Now here, if it feels good, center the hips, take a really wide stance, heels in slightly, toes out. You can keep the hands up or fingertips to the floor and just lean it to one side. Hold for a breath or 2 and take it on over. So side to side a couple of times if that feels good. And then we're going to take the hips to center, heel toe the feet in, bend the knees, hands to the top of the thighs, round the spine up. Shoulders go back and down. All right, really, really awesome work at the bar. Let's head to the mat. All right, so we've got a plank. So let's go ahead and come down to our elbows and forearms. We're going to shift the hips forward until you really feel the abs engaged, okay? Shape from the side. So from here to here, feel free to keep the knees down or curl the toes under, lift the knees. We still want to keep the hips forward and down as opposed to riding up like this. So if you find you're up here, got to come down and forward. If it keeps happening, work from kneeling so you can get the most out of this and really engage through the whole core. We're breathing. Good. All right, gang, now, optional, tap down with the knees, right, left. Now, if you're working from kneeling, optional, alternating lift up of the knees. Again, key is just to keep the hips forward and down. Gaze is down kind of towards the wrist or forearms to keep the neck in line with the spine. Let's finish with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a stretch back. Now we're going to come back to that same position with our arms, with the elbows and forearms down. We're going to shift the hips forward and then curl the toes under, lift the hips up and press back towards the heels. And here, if you like, pedal the feet out a couple of times. This is nice after all the bar. All right, lower the knees, take a stretch back. All right, so we're going to come on up and over to just a flat lying back position. Go ahead and stretch the legs out below, arms overhead. Inhale and then just lengthen out from the fingertips to the toes as long as you can get. As you exhale, bring both arms up to meet one foot. Inhale, take it back. Exhale. Inhale, slow, controlled. Now, if you want to modify, you can bring the leg up with a bent knee. You can also keep the head back. All right, and then bend the knee as you bring the leg in towards the midline. Just really practicing movement matching breath. We've got 4 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more. Good, 1 more time. And relax it here. Take an inhale, stretch. Allow the rib cage to lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Everything relaxes down. All right, so hug the knees in. Take a little stretch for the low back if that feels good. A little rock side to side along the low back or along the spine. And we're going to come up to a seated position. So you might want to roll to your side if you have any back concerns. We're going to take our blue Pilates ball to the center of the low back in this upright seated position. All right, so feet glued flat to the floor. And your options for hand placement are here. If you're just starting out, try here. Hands are back a little bit, or here, or reaching forward, more intensity. So knees bent, feet flat to the floor. All right, just like at the bar, our core tucks. Engaging the glutes and the abs, barely releasing to neutral, right into that next tuck. Also, think about really pressing the feet into the mat as you engage. Tuck, release. So it should look really like not anything. So we don't want a lot of forward back movement, really. So we're back slightly here. We're already stabilizing, and then we're adding that squeeze release. Through the abs, through the glutes, and really press the feet into the mat. Zip the belly button in. Tuck, tuck. Shoulders relaxed down. Last one. Good. Come on up. And then just take a fold forward. And we're going to come on up from here. Stretch the legs out front. If you need a bend to the knees, if that feels better on your back, that's okay. No problem. Open the palms. Chest lifted. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, scoop the abs. Fold forward. We're going to inhale and just lift straight back up. And exhale, fingertips down. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, strong core. Fold forward. Inhale, strong lift straight back up. And exhale, press away. All right, good. Let's come around to a kneeling position here. All right, so again, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to extend our, let's go left leg, right arm. Make sure you're going opposite limbs here. And start just by keeping the gaze right down towards the mat so the neck's in line with the spine. Lengthening out, fingertips and toes in opposite direction. As far apart as you can get them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's bring that side in. When you're ready, inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, left arm extends. Gaze down. Hold it nice and strong. Abs engaged, lengthen. And come on in. Back to the other side. Inhale, left leg extension. Exhale, right arm. Gaze down, abs engaged. We're breathing. Now, if you want, bring the arm and leg to the midline. Slow, controlled. Totally optional, too, if you want to work on just holding your extension. In, extend. Exhale, inhale, lengthen. Let's try one more. All right, well done. Take a stretch back if you like. Open the palms. Recovery breath or two. We'll get that other side done. And then we'll go into a nice full body stretch. All right, so come on up when you're ready. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, left arm. Neck in line with the spine. Abs engaged, steady breathing. You can work on holding your extension or add that movement in towards the midline and away. Find the pace that works for you. Make sure you're doing opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. Awesome. Almost there. Nice control. Inhale. Exhale, and come on down. Good work. All right, stretch it on back. Open the palms, or if the wrists need a little stretch, you can rotate them a couple of times gently. All right. Really nice work. Let's stretch out a little bit here. Take an inhale and just walk your hands over to the right. As you exhale, stretch back towards your left hip. And when you're ready, inhale, hands come all the way over. Exhale, stretching back, opening up that other oblique. Bring the hands back to the center. And let's keep the left arm extended overhead. Right hand's gonna thread under the left arm with the palm up, and then just turn that right ear towards the mat. If you like, you can take the left hand down kind of in front of the face and just press gently into that hand to open the shoulder back a little bit. You can also take the left arm across the low back. Let's reach both hands again up towards the top of the mat. This time keeping the right arm extended, left threads through, palm up. Inhale, exhale, left ear down. Right arm extended, or you can open the shoulder with that little press through the palm, or take the right arm across the low back. All right, good. Bring the hands back down and forward, neutral spine. When you're ready, inhale, just a little drop of the hips, lift up the tailbone, gaze up a bit, and exhale, round the spine, drawing the chin towards the chest. One more time, inhale, exhale. All right, neutral spine. We're going to make our way forward with the right foot, so feel free to heel toe it up there or use your hands to help. We're just going to press the hips forward and down slightly to stretch out that hip flexor. You can support yourself on the top thigh or keep the fingertips down or have a reach up, look up. Awesome. Now let's shift the hips back here just a little bit. And then just take a lean, aiming the nose towards that front knee. Try to relax the quad and knee if you feel like you're gripping there. Good. Let's bring the right knee back. Left foot's going to take a step forward. When you're ready, shift the hips forward till you feel that lengthening out right there through the hip flexor in the front. Come on up with the chest here or here. Shoulders back down and relaxed. Awesome. Let's take that little shift back, little lean forward, nose towards the knee. All right, let's make our way back with this knee and forward with the hands. Slightly forward with the hips, curl the toes under in the back there. Let's lift and press back towards the heels. If it feels good, pedal the feet out a time or two. Here, alternating heel raises. And then go ahead and put a bend in both knees. Look towards the hands and walk forward with the feet towards the hands. Put a deep bend in the knees. Once the feet are flat, hands to thighs, round the spine up. We're going to set the shoulders back and down, standing, abs engaged, chest lifted. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, lift the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press away. Take a little step apart, hands to thighs. Bend the knees, fold forward. Take your shoulder across towards the opposite knee and have a look up and over that top shoulder. And switch sides. From center, round the spine up. Step in, again, set the shoulders back and down, and we'll finish with just one deep breath in, sweeping the arms up. And big exhale down. All right, that was nice. Thank you guys, you did great.